waiter turned the chairs upside down, one table at a time. The piano player closed his book and wished us both good night. But you were still sitting there, across from me, and neither one of us was watching the clock anymore. We came with different people, just friends out for the night. Somewhere between the second song and that last glass of wine, everybody started leaving, coats disappeared through the door. But every time I thought you'd stand up, you stayed a little more. You asked me where I learned to listen. I said mostly getting older. You smiled and leaned back slowly, like the evening had grown warmer. No promises were waiting, no future had to start. Just two grown people talking without protecting every part. After everyone went home, we let the whole room disappear. No crowded floor, no conversation, nothing left but us in here. After everyone went home, you didn't ask what this could be. You just said, play that song again, and moved your chair closer to me. No forever, no tomorrow, no need to name the night. Sometimes love begins by slowing down and letting one moment feel right. The bartender dimmed the mirrors, left one amber lamp above. You told me about your marriage, how it ended without hate. I told you I had learned the hard way, loneliness can share your bed, that sometimes people stay together long after tenderness has left. You said I'm done with being rescued, I said I'm done rescuing too. Then we laughed because at our age the truth sounds better than something new. After everyone went home, there was nothing left to prove. No younger hearts pretending, every feeling had to move. After everyone went home, we let silence join the room. And somehow sitting there beside you felt like hearing an old tune. Not familiar because I'd known you, familiar because it was true. said I haven't danced in years. I offered you my hand without a line you had to hear. No crowd was there to notice, no reason to perform. Just your hand resting in my shoulder and mine around your arm. We barely moved beneath the lights. The rhythm did the work. Your perfume mixed with candle smoke, your cheek close to my shirt. And I thought how different love feels when nobody needs to chase. When two people bring whole lives together instead of empty space. I don't need to know your morning habits. You don't need my history tonight. We don't need to turn one honest hour into the rest of our lives. Maybe you'll call me Tuesday. Maybe we'll leave this where it stands. But right now there is something beautiful in not demanding plans. Stay until the song is over. Not because goodbye is wrong, because some nights deserve their own beginning without asking to become long. After everyone went home, you looked peaceful in the light. No fear hiding in your smile, no loneliness to fight. After everyone went home, I understood what I had missed. Not another grand romance, just something gentle, something grown, something like this. A hand, a song, a quiet room, two hearts with nothing left to prove. After everyone went home, we remembered how good it feels to simply take our time. The street was almost empty when we finally stepped outside. I held all week. I told myself not to expect anything. Then Friday came around again. And somehow, I found myself choosing a better jacket. I got there just before 8. Same little table near the wall. Didn't know if you'd remember. Didn't know if you'd come at all. Then the door opened behind me, and I knew before I turned, you wore midnight blue this time, and that quiet smile I'd learned. You said, I hope I didn't keep you. I said, I only just arrived. We both knew that wasn't true, but some little lies are simply being kind. No flowers on the table, no expectations in the air, just two people choosing to be there. Friday came around again, and so did you. No promises between us, just another evening true. Friday You placed your hand beside your wine, and I liked the way this feeling didn't need to race against time. We weren't trying to call it love. We were learning how to let something take its time. You told me about your daughter, how she worries when you're out. I told you my oldest brother still thinks every silence needs a shout. We laughed about getting older, about reading menus in low light, about choosing quieter places and going home before sunrise. But neither one of us checked the hour when the piano started slow. There are nights you plan to leave early, and somehow you don't wanna go. Friday came around again, and so did you. No old wounds on the table, nothing either had to prove. Friday came around again, and the room grew warm and low. Sometimes closeness isn't falling, sometimes it's simply not wanting to go. You asked what I was looking for. I let the question breathe a while, then said, someone I don't have to impress, someone comfortable with quiet. You nodded and looked toward the piano, said that sounds close to what I want. Not a man to fill my evenings, not a dream to lean upon, just somebody who can sit beside me without trying to own the room. Someone who understands a good thing doesn't need to happen soon. I've known love that moved too quickly, burned bright enough to blind. I've known people saying forever before they even knew my mind. So tonight I won't sell you heaven, I won't promise what I can't see. I'll give you this chair, this conversation, and the honest part of me. If next Friday finds us elsewhere, I'll still be glad you came. But if it finds us here together, I won't mind knowing your name a little deeper. Friday came around again, and you were there. No thunder in the doorway, no movie moment in the air. Friday came around again, and somehow that was more than all those reckless declarations I'd mistaken once for love before. So let the music keep on playing, let the bartender dim the light. We don't have to know tomorrow to know this feels right. Outside, the city moves slowly, cars shining after rain. You stood beside me at the corner, then said, same time next week. I smiled, same time, and this time neither one of us pretended it meant nothing. It meant nothing. afternoon, I stood in my kitchen, looking at your number, trying to decide how long a grown man should wait before admitting he wanted to hear your voice. Then the phone rang, and it was you. You said, "I hope I'm not disturbing." I said, "Not even close." You laughed and asked about my morning, like we'd done this years ago. No candlelight around us, no piano in the room, just your voice across the distance, making Saturday feel new. You told me you were making coffee. I poured another cup. Funny how a simple phone call can feel like opening something up. Neither one was playing games, neither one was keeping score. You called because you wanted to, and somehow that meant more. You called before I could, and I liked the way it felt. No chasing, no convincing, no pretending to be someone else. You called before I could, just to hear how I had been. Maybe something good was growing quietly between two friends. No promise, no forever, just a voice I wanted near. You called before I could, and I was glad to hear you here. We talked about ordinary things, your groceries and my car, the neighbor with the barking dog, a restaurant that wasn't far. You said you hated Sunday crowds. I said, so do I these days. Then somewhere in the conversation, we started making plans that way. No reservation, dressed like romance, no pressure underneath. Just lunch around 2:30, somewhere quiet by the trees. You called before I could, and the whole thing felt so easy. No wondering what you meant, no trying hard to make you need me. You called before I could, and I let the moment stay. Some connections don't need fireworks, they just keep showing up that way. Before we hung up, you went quiet, then said, "Can I tell you something true? I almost didn't make that first Friday. I'm glad I followed through. I leaned against the kitchen counter, let those words settle in, then said, I almost didn't ask you to stay for that last song again. We laughed at how two careful people could almost miss a door, not because the feeling wasn't there, because we'd both been hurt before. Maybe courage looks different when you've already loved and lost. It's not running toward forever without thinking of the cost. Maybe courage is a phone call made on an ordinary day, saying I was thinking of you without needing more to say. So take your time,
I'll take mine,
I'll take mine. We don't owe the night and day.
if this grows,
Let it grow without forcing any flame. You called before I could, and something shifted softly. Not enough to call it love, but enough to make me wanna see where another Sunday leads us, where another conversation goes. Some of the best things happen slowly before anybody knows. You called before I could, and I smiled after goodbye, not because I knew the ending, because for once I didn't need to enjoy what had begun. Saturday afternoon, I stood in my kitchen, looking at your number, trying to decide how long a grown man should wait before admitting he wanted to hear your voice. Then the phone rang, and it was you. You said, I hope I'm not disturbing. I said, not even close. You laughed and asked about my morning, like we'd done this years ago. Sunday, 2:30 in the afternoon. No dark room, no candlelight. Just sunlight, a quiet table, and you walking toward me. Somehow, I like seeing you this way. You wore a cream-colored sweater, nothing dressed for the night. Hair pulled back, dark glasses, sun falling across your eyes. I had already ordered coffee. You asked if I'd been waiting long. I said, only long enough to wonder what you'd order. You laughed and chose the tea, and suddenly I realized I like learning the ordinary things. Midnight can make anybody beautiful. Music can make a moment shine, but daylight tells the truth. And you looked even better in mine. Sunday at 2:30, no No shadows to hide behind, no slow song doing the talking, no wine changing either mind. Sunday at 2:30, you were still the woman I knew, only softer in the daylight, and somehow more real too. Maybe what was growing between us didn't belong only to the night. Sunday at 2:30, it still felt right. We walked beside the river after lunch was finally done. You stopped to watch some children trying bicycles in the sun. You told me you loved mornings but hated waking to alarms. I told you I cooked breakfast badly but make coffee strong and warm. Nothing sounded important, still I remembered every word. There was comfort in discovering the person beneath the mystery. Sunday at 2:30, no room full of smoky light, no piano player helping, every silence feel just right. Sunday at 2:30, we didn't need the atmosphere. You reached for my arm crossing traffic and left your hand there once we cleared. Found a bench beneath the trees, sat watching people pass. You asked me what I missed most about the years already gone. I said not being younger, just believing time was endless. You nodded slowly, then looked at me and said, maybe that's why we should use it better now. No sadness in your voice, no desperate invitation, just two people old enough to understand. Attention is affection. I don't wanna rush this, just because time moves fast. I've rushed enough good things before, trying to make them last. So if all you want is Sunday, I'll meet you Sunday afternoon. If all you want is conversation, I'll leave space inside the room. And if one day this becomes love, we'll know because it stayed, not because we forced tomorrow, but because we kept choosing another day. Sunday at 2:30 turned slowly into fire, and neither one of us noticed the afternoon leaving the sky. Sunday at 2:30, you smiled and said, this was nice. No promise hidden underneath it, no reason to say it twice. I walked you to your car, you touched my cheek before goodbye, and I knew whatever this was becoming didn't need darkness to survive. You drove away before sunset, I stood there for a while. No music, no candlelight, still wearing that quiet smile. We have been meeting in beautiful places. Low lights, good wine, music already waiting for us. But that Thursday, you said, why don't we stay in? And somehow, that felt more intimate than anything before. I stopped for bread and red tomatoes. You brought something sweet for two. No jacket press, no table waiting, just my kitchen, me and you. You stood barefoot by the counter, reading labels on the wine, laughing at the way I claimed I knew exactly what went with what. I burned the onions slightly. You said, leave them, they'll be fine. And for once perfection wasn't anywhere inside my mind. No waiter coming by, no room designed to set the mood, just you beneath my kitchen light. And somehow that was good. No reservation tonight, no place we have to be, no candlelit corner table, making something out of you and me. No reservation tonight, let the record play its side. If the evening keeps unfolding, we don't have to ask it why. We can take our time, let the hours move. Nothing here to prove. No reservation tonight, just stay until you want to. You found an old photograph behind the records on the shelf, asked who I was standing next to. I said, a younger version of myself. You smiled and said, he looks impatient. I said, he was more than he knew. Then you told me there were years when you had been impatient too. We didn't turn those old mistakes into a trial or confession, just two grown people understanding how experience becomes a lesson. No reservation tonight, no music chosen by a room, just an old soul record turning and your perfume in the room. No reservation tonight, no closing time outside. If conversation lasts till morning, we can let it. We have time. After dinner, you washed washed the glasses. I dried them one by one. You said this feels dangerously normal. I laughed and said, maybe that's the fun. Because I've known nights full of fireworks that disappeared before the dawn. But there was something in that kitchen that made me want the night to carry on. Not because I feared goodbye, not because I needed more. I just liked the sound of your footsteps moving softly across my floor. There's a kind of closeness that doesn't need to touch too much. It lives in passing someone a plate and laughing when the coffee spills, and choosing one more record because neither wants to leave, and knowing you can breathe beside someone and still feel completely free. So I won't ask what this becomes. I won't rush to call it love. Some things deserve the dignity of growing slowly enough. No reservation tonight. And midnight came and went. No grand declaration. No wondering what it meant. No reservation tonight. You leaned back against my chair and said, I like it here. I said, I like you here. That was all the truth that even needed then. Maybe next week, maybe tomorrow, maybe we do this again. No reservation tonight, just two people learning the beauty of having nowhere else they'd rather be. Near one you put your coat on, then changed your mind. Sat back down, I turned the record over. You smiled and said, one more side. I said, we've got time.
It was almost 2. You stood by the door with your keys in your hand, then looked back at the record player, and somehow your coat stayed on the chair. You said the streets were getting colder. I said I could call a car. You smiled and asked for coffee, though we'd already come this far. No excuse to keep you longer, no reason you had to stay. Still you walked back toward the sofa and set your keys beside the tray. I poured 2 cups in silence, turned the kitchen light down low. There are moments when you know enough to let the moment go slow. No question in my voice, no answer in your eyes. We were old enough to understand some feelings need no disguise. Your coat stayed on the chair, you stayed a little longer. Nothing reckless in the room, nothing needing to grow stronger. Your coat stayed on the chair while the city went to sleep, and every quiet minute felt like something worth keeping. No promises before sunrise, no forever in the air. just your coffee beside mine, and your coat still on the chair. You told me about your father, how he danced with your mother slow every Saturday after dinner to the same old radio. You said maybe that's why I still believe love should know how to be still. I said maybe that's what I've been learning. Not every silence needs to fill. Then the record reached its ending, but neither of us moved. Sometimes the sweetest kind of closeness is having nothing left to prove. Your coat stayed on the chair, and the night became more honest. No candle needed burning, no beautiful line or promise. Your coat stayed on the chair, and your hand rested close to mine. I could have reached across the distance, but I chose to give it time. Around 3 you close your eyes for just a minute, maybe 2. Head resting against the cushion, like the room felt safe to you. I covered you with a blanket, then sat across the room. Didn't turn that quiet trust into something it didn't choose. You woke and smiled embarrassed, said I didn't mean to stay. I said you don't owe me an explanation, there's still coffee anyway. I've known desire that shouted, I've known love that moved too fast, but tenderness feels different when you're no longer chasing past. It's knowing when to come closer and knowing when not to move. It's letting someone feel protected without asking them to prove what tomorrow means. Tonight is enough. Your coat stayed on the chair until morning touched the blinds, and something warm had grown between us without crossing any lines. Your coat stayed on the chair, and I liked what that could mean. Not possession, not forever, just a trust we'd never planned. You stood up near the window, slipped your coat back on with care, then kissed my cheek and whispered, next time, I'll bring breakfast. The door closed softly behind you. Sunlight filled the room. I looked at the empty coffee cup, then at the chair, and smiled, because this time, leaving didn't feel like goodbye.
You said,
next time I'll bring breakfast. I thought it was just one of those sweet things people say before they leave. And Sunday morning at 9:15, someone knocked. You stood there with 2 paper bags, coffee balanced in your hand. Said I didn't know what you liked, so I brought half the menu instead. I laughed and let you inside, still wearing yesterday's old shirt. No music playing, no room prepared, nothing polished, nothing rehearsed. You looked around and smiled like you liked the place in daylight too. And somehow that mattered more than I expected it to. Night can make a feeling easy, morning asks if it is real. And there you were without the candles, still giving me that same warm feeling. You came back with breakfast and stayed past noon. Coffee getting colder, sunlight filling up the room. You came back with breakfast, no evening charm to hide behind. Just your laughter in my kitchen and your bare truth next to mine. Maybe enter with a song and lowered lights. Sometimes it knocks on Sunday morning and asks if you've got time. You found my terrible frying pan, said my kitchen needed help. Moved the flowers from the window like you'd known the room yourself. I put an old record on softly, you started humming side too. Then caught me watching from the doorway and said, "What are you looking at?" I said nothing, but we both knew I was seeing something new. Not somebody dressed for midnight, just a woman being you. You came back with breakfast and stayed past noon. No slow dance in the shadows, no perfume filling the room. You came back with breakfast and somehow daylight made it clear. Right here. Talked about the coming week, doctors, errands, work and bills. You said Tuesday would be difficult. I said, call me if you will. Not because I wanted saving, not because you needed me, just because caring started feeling like the easiest thing to be. You looked at me a little longer, then reached across the table slow. Put your hand on top of mine, no question, no show. I've known romance built on evenings that disappeared beneath the sun, but there's something about daylight that
stains and morning hair, a sink with dishes stacked. It's wanting someone when the room has nothing beautiful to add. So take your time, I'm still not rushing, but I know one thing is true. I like Friday night beside you. I like Sunday morning too. You came back with breakfast. I stayed until almost 3. Nothing dramatic happened. You just kept sitting there with me. You came back with breakfast, and when you finally had to leave, you kissed me softly at the doorway, like neither one of us had anything to prove. No promises about forever, no reason to define. Just you returning in the daylight, and me knowing I wanted more of your time. I carried the empty cups away, found your napkin by the chair. 3 words written in the corner: dinner this week. I smiled, picked up the phone, and called you before you made it down the stairs. Someone knocked.
By then, you had a coffee cup in my kitchen, a record you always chose, a chair you somehow claimed. And still, neither one of us had called it anything. I think that was my favorite part. Tuesday turned to Friday. Friday sometimes became Sunday too. Some weeks I cooked at my place. Some nights I drove across town to you. You showed me where you kept the glasses. I learned which lamp you left on low. No announcement marked the difference. We just slowly started to know how the other liked the morning, what could make a hard day ease. You stopped knocking quite so formally. I stopped asking when you leave. No question hanging over us, no answer we had to give. We weren't busy naming love, we were busy learning how to live it. We never had to call it love to know something had changed. You started leaving little pieces of yourself around my days. We never had to call it love, no promise made it true. It was knowing you'd want coffee before you even asked me to. It was calling when the rain got bad, just to know you made it home. We never had to call it love, we just stopped feeling alone. One evening you were tired, more quiet than I'd seen before. You dropped your bag beside the sofa, said, "Can we not go out anymore?" I said, we don't have to do a thing. Put your favorite record on. You rested with your eyes closed while I moved softly around. No need to make you laugh, no need to change your mood. For once I knew that caring could be giving someone room. We never had to call it love to know what had begun. No roses waiting every evening, no dramatic setting sun. We never had to call it love. It lived in small ways, and staying through the quiet, not just showing up for beautiful days. No. Later you opened your eyes and said, you know what I like about this? You don't always try to fix me. You can let a moment exist. I smiled because years ago I'd have thought that wasn't enough. Now I knew the strongest tenderness doesn't always look like love. Sometimes it's soup on a rainy evening, a blanket folded near your feet, remembering someone's Tuesday when the whole world feels too deep. I've heard forever spoken loudly by people gone before the year. I've watched promises turn fragile the moment real life appeared. So I won't rush 3 little words just to make the story clear. If they come, they'll come when ready. They don't have to bring us here, because you're here already, and so am I. That's enough tonight. We never had to call it love, but somehow love was there. In your toothbrush by the mirror, in my jacket on your chair. We never had to call it love. Didn't need a grand design. You simply started feeling peaceful inside. More and more of my time. And when your head fell on my shoulder as the last song faded low, I didn't need to ask the question. My heart already knew. Near midnight, you looked up and smiled, said, we're getting pretty good at this. I said, at what? You laughed. Whatever this is. And I kissed your forehead, because some things become beautiful before they ever need a name. It wasn't planned. No special night. No beautiful restaurant. Just rain against the windows. One old record turning. And you getting comfortable enough to close your eyes. You had come over after work, said the day had worn you down. Dropped your shoes beside the doorway, let your hair fall softly down. I warmed something in the kitchen, you curled up beneath a throw. Said wake me in 10 minutes. That was nearly an hour ago. I watched the city through the window, kept the music soft and low. There was something in your sleeping that told me more than words could show. Trust doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes it simply lets go. And rest beside somebody without needing to know. The night
You fell asleep beside me,
I understood what we had grown.
not a fire burning wildly.
Something warmer, something known. The night
You fell asleep beside me,
you didn't have to entertain, you just breathed against my shoulder while the city filled with rain. And I didn't need forever, didn't need some grand design. Your peace beside me said enough for one quiet night. Near midnight you woke slowly, asked how long was I asleep. I said long enough to miss the ending of the record you wanted me to keep. You laughed and pulled the blanket closer, said I guess I needed that, then rested your head back on me like there was nowhere else to be. No perfume meant for evening, no careful words prepared, just tired eyes, a little silence, and the comfort of being cared for. The night
you fell asleep beside me,
I understood what we had grown.
not possession, not dependence.
Just a place that felt like home. The night
You fell asleep beside me,
nothing had to be explained. Sometimes love is knowing someone can be tired in your space and still be wanted You asked if staying made things harder. I said only if we make it so. We spent enough years rushing, trying to decide where feelings go. Let tomorrow be tomorrow.
smiled and said, "You really have learned how to take your time."
Maybe I had, because years ago I would have reached too soon. Now I knew closeness could be sacred without taking from the room.
I don't want you needing me
To make your life feel whole,
I don't need you fixing
any empty part of my soul.
I want two complete people
Choosing where to spend their time, and if some nights end beside me, I'll call that beautiful, not mine. The night
you fell asleep beside me,
morning found us much the same.
your hand resting near my heartbeat,
Sunlight warming up your face. The night
you fell asleep beside me.
something simple became clear. Love may start with candlelight, but it grows when somebody feels safe here. No promise,
No pressure,
no pressure,
no reason to pretend.
just two people taking time
and wanting
and wanting.
Another night like this again.
You woke before the coffee, smiled without opening your eyes. Morning came quietly. No alarm, no reason to move. Just sunlight finding the curtains, and you still beside me. For once, neither of us was in a hurry. I heard the city waking, cars beginning down below. You opened your eyes slowly, said, "What time is it?" I said, "I don't know." You laughed beneath the blanket, like that answer suited you. So I went to make the coffee, while the morning wandered through. No plans waiting on the table, no schedule by the phone. Just two cups beside the window and nobody rushing home. We had taken every moment, one honest step at a time. Now morning felt less like an ending and more like something kind. We didn't rush the morning, didn't ask what came next, didn't turn one peaceful night into promises or regrets. We didn't rush the morning, let the sunlight fill the room. You sat there drinking coffee while an old soul record moved. And somewhere in that ordinary hour, I understood what love could be. Not someone taking over your life, just someone you keep choosing to see. You asked what I was doing Friday. I smiled before I spoke, said I thought by now you'd know I'm keeping that evening open. You said maybe dinner at your place, you'd cook if I'd bring wine. We had come a long way from wondering if we'd meet another time. Now plans arrive naturally, without fear beneath each word.
Nothing loud enough for strangers. Still everything was being heard. We didn't rush the morning, didn't need to call it fate. We had learned that something precious doesn't have to accelerate. We didn't rush the morning. You reached across for my hand, and love felt less like falling, more like knowing where to stand. Romance had to steal your breath away. Now I know the deeper feeling is wanting someone in your day. Not only dressed beneath low lighting, not only dancing after 10, but buying groceries on a Tuesday and wanting to hear their voice again. I don't need to own your future, you don't have to carry mine. But if our roads keep meeting, I'll be grateful every time. Maybe this is what we waited for, without knowing what to call it. A love too grown for games, too peaceful, too exhausted. No saving, no possessing, no fear making us stay. Just two people with full lives, choosing each other day by day. And if someday those three words come, we'll let them come naturally. They won't create what we've become, they'll only name what already is. We didn't rush the morning, and somehow morning turned to noon. You opened up the windows, I changed the record in the room.
We didn't rush the morning.
No goodbye waiting at the door. You looked at me and softly said, I think I could get used to this. I smiled and said, me too. No orchestra, no grand declaration, just the simplest truth. After all those careful evenings, we had finally learned love doesn't need to hurry when it knows where it wants to be. You stayed for another coffee. I started breakfast. He chose the music. Outside, the whole city kept moving. Inside,